Good morning, everyone. Today we will talk about a very important topic in the world of technology and cybersecurity, which is malware.
Malware, short for malicious software, refer to any software that is specialty designed to damage, disrupt, or gain unauthorized access to computer system.
With the rapid growth of the internet, which is used in digital connectivity, malware has become one of the biggest. Malware has become one of the biggest threats to personal, corporate, and even national security. We will explore that malware is, the different type that exists, how it spreads, and most importantly, how we can protect ourselves from it. Okay, let's begin. Okay, before we start the presentation, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Fahmi Ibadrurochman. I am from class 191A 04, majoring in information system.
I'm Putra Rifandy from class 19 to I 04 majoring in information system.
Today, we will be discussing about topic of malware, including its type, how it works, and how to prevent it. Okay, the first slide is common type of malware. Viruses infect, file, and spread through other computer system by changing or corrupting data. Which means when a virus has affected one file, it will spread to other parts of the computer system. Viruses usually occur when we often download illegal file in the internet. And the second is Trojan. Trojan malware or Trojan horse is a type of malicious software that masquerades as a legitimate or attractive program to the user to installing it. The name Trojan comes from the story of Trojan horse in Greek mythology. Due is typically infiltration, the example of Trojan action, like stealing personal data, such as password, credit data, or a remote computer. The third, or spyware, monitoring user activity without permission to steal personal or confidential information. Spyware is a type of malware that secretly infects devices and monitor user activity without permission. Its main purpose is to collect personal information or monitoring user habits, and then send the data to the third parties. Characteristic of spyware like collect data such as browsing activity, login and password, or credit card information, and location data. And the last, adware, display unwanted apps and often interferes with the user experience. Adware, or short of advertising support software, is a type of software that automatically displays an advertisement to user, usually without being clicked. Being asked, these ads can be appear in the form of the pop-up, banner, or even within the app itself.
Next slide. How does malware spread? 1. Malicious email attachment. Common attack are emails online appear come from internet source unscorched bags or well known company. The attachment need to disguise as one report or individual tracking the user info clicking them Once opening the malicious file can install unspool software like Ransport, spy, or Trojan on the device. To upload this, user should always vary the sender identity for confirm photo of soft file then appear. Avoid opening experiment and keep their antivirus software up to update. To understand size download, downloading pirate or threatened software can security inject malware into your computer. Always use official source to avoid this risk. Download software from official and trusted source. Computer or store your data to stay safe always. 3. Drive by download and destroy media. Another method of malware infection is called drive by download. This happens when a user openly downloads malware stable by visiting a composite or malicious website. No clicking on interacting is not in addition. Malware can also spread from infected USB flash drivers or onto external storage device.
Yeah. And the third slide will talk about recognizing the signs of malware infection. The first, slow performance and crashes. Computer often becomes abnormally slow and applications suddenly stop working. Second, pop-up ads and unknown programs. The appearance of the unwanted ads and the news programs or toolbar without permission. The third of the topic, which is browser change and data abuse. Homepage change without consent and file missing or encrypted. And the last, fake security alert. A warning message that looks official but is actually part of scam. Nah.
Yes, please. Example of famous malware attack. Canary Cry 2017 ransomware attack campaign hundreds of thousands of computers worldwide in a matter of days. Not petty. The malware resembling ransomware used major damage, especially to Ukrainian infrastructure. 3. Important Trojan can spread other malware by phishing methods and malicious documents. Mirai botnet and use load device to carry out massive use attack.
Yes.
Next.
And how to remove malware from your system. First, you can use antivirus program like Windows Defender in Mac OS or but Defender are effective in detecting and removing malware. Second, perform full scan of the data computer to find or hidden threats in the system. 3 is use special tools. Malware bites and out cleaner can clean malicious programs that are difficult to remove by regular antivirus. Emergency step is disconnect the internet if necessary and reformat the hard drive as a last resort if the infection is severe.
Next, tips to prevent malware infection. 1. Update system and software. Security patches are important to close to place that hacker can exploit. 2. Strong and unique password. Using a hard to voice password protect your account from hacking. 3. Firewall and blocker. Enable firewall protection and use and blocker to reduce the risk of attack from malicious apps. 4. Beware of email and links. Do not immediately open attachment or links from the known source. Next.
The importance of antivirus software. First, we can use scan and detection, real-time protection, firewall and web protection, or regular updates. Scan and detection. We can examine file and activity to find malware threats. And the real protection. You can block threats as they attempt to access your computer. And the third, firewall and web protection, which is like monitor network and connection and block harmful sites. A regular updates use latest virus defender or identify new threats. Thank you. Okay. For the conclusion is we should be careful in we use digital computer or internet, so we must look very careful so we can be attacked by this malware. So that's it from our presentation today. I hope you understand what us talking about. Okay, thank you. Okay, after we talk about ransomware or hardware threat in the computer or software, today and now we will talk about hardware system or hardware component in the computer. So, what's the meaning of hardware? Hardware is a physical component of a computer system that can be touched and felt, which is with our hands. Hardware in the computer system is hardware that act as a tool for executing various process controlled by software. Okay, the next slide is hardware function. What is a hardware function is like data processing, data storage, user interaction of the system, and for providing output. In the next slide, we'll talk about with Putra.
Next, hardware. Example 1. Hard drive. The primary stored device in a computer. 1. HDD, hard disk drive. 2. SSD, solid state drive. Keyboard, input device used to enter data and instruction. Ini SSD, ini HDD, this is SSD and keyboard. Hardware, example, mouse, hard computer used to direct the user on roles on Windows operating system and the like. Mouse.
Okay. And now the main hardware component. This is a motherboard. We call it the motherboard because it is a main circuit board that connects all the hardware components inside the computer, like RAM and processor and fan and VGA. Next. The second main hardware component is CPU or Central Processing Unit. The CPU is often referred to as the brain of the computer. Its function include executing instruction, controlling multitasking process, and processing data. Next, and GPU or Graphic Processing Unit. Specialized electronic circuit designed to accelerate computer graphic rendering and image processing. So if you prefer like designer or photo editing, video editing, you can use GPU or upgrade more powerful GPU for your work.
Main hardware component ECU. power supply unit. Hardware component that provide power supply to the internal component of a PC.
Alright, now we are in the conclusion of the material. A computer cannot run without important components such as hardware to operate the computer itself, which means the computer is like apa? Perintalan komponen.
Yeah.
Okay. Which means the computer is only work if we can through the component itself through the computer, and it cannot run without one component that is not equal in computer. So that is from our presentation. Hope you understand what I was telling about, and we're sorry if we had some mistake about our word or our topic. Okay. See you again.
Again.
Okay. See you again.
See you again.